Thanks, Brandon. State action this week to remove 27 children from a private treatment ranch in northwest Montana came just 3 weeks after a new state law took effect on how these centers are regulated. As MTN's Mike Dennison reports, that law played a role in the decisive action taken by state officials against the Ranch for Kids in Rexford, but it wasn't the only factor.
State and local law enforcement and other officials showed up at the Ranch for Kids on Tuesday morning with a court order to remove the kids and an emergency suspension of the organization's license. The latter action is by the State Department of Public Health and Human Services, which, thanks to a new law, now regulates 14 of these private facilities known as outdoor treatment programs for troubled youths. DPHHS official Erica Johnston also says publicity about the new law played a role in the investigation and action at the ranch.
I would actually credit the public awareness that was created during the legislative session with creating the atmosphere that allowed witnesses to come forward and present corroborating investigative responses that allowed us to act quickly.
The new law took regulation away from a state board, whose members included owners of some of the facilities. A push for the new law came after an investigative series by the Missoulian newspaper outlining complaints against the facilities with rare action by the regulating board. Ranch for Kids director Rick Sutley didn't respond to a request for comment, but has said he plans to contest the suspension of the ranch's license. State and local law enforcement also is conducting a criminal investigation of abuse allegations at the ranch that go back for years. State Justice Department officials helped with the removal of the kids and are continuing to work on what one top official described as a difficult case.
This is the type of a case where we probably don't have physical evidence. This is the part where we have witnesses, we have memories of children and the things that they experienced, and we have a lot of interviews to do.
The state cited allegations of kids being hit and kicked, spit on by the staff, and subjected to psychological abuse and excessive discipline. Local prosecutors will decide any charges, and Lockerbie says that could take some time. As for the children, state officials say they're working with a child psychiatrist and others to ensure their safety and well-being.
Some children who have gone home with their parents already. There are some children who remain in Montana, and we really took a careful approach to ensuring that the care moving forward for these children, if they're still in our custody, is trauma-informed and safe.
Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
The state health department says it's also in preparing new inspection and licensing rules for these facilities now under its oversight.